Hello, welcome to another Guardians of Wilt-Shire video. I'm your host Demi,
I'm Luke.
and welcome to another Hero Spotlight.
Who have we got today?
Here we have Mr. Barry Wight.
Mr. Barry White,
It's the
soul man himself.
it's the Barrow Wight from the Angmar list.
Yes.
The leader of the 700 point Angmar army from our bat rep we've seen last weekend.
So I'll quickly run through his stat line. Move 6, fight 3, 4+ shoot, strength 2, defense 7, 1 attack, 1 wound, courage 6, no might, 5 will, no fate. A very interesting profile.
Yes, very spirity profile.
Yeah.
High defense means
Yeah.
they're all spooky.
So war gear, he has heavy armor.
Which is where the defense 7 is.
Yeah. We just had a quick thought. I'll come on to it after.
Yeah.
Special rules, he has terror, obviously. Magical powers.
Paralyzed.
6-inch range on a 4+.
Yes.
So paralyzed, target is immediately paralyzed. It is knocked to the ground and may do nothing else until it recovers. If engaged in close combat, the victim rolls no dice, so they count as automatically losing the fight,
Yeah.
and count as being trapped.
Which are on the floor, so it
Doesn't make any
No.
difference. At the end of the fight phase, the opposing player must roll a d6 for each paralysed model. On the roll of a d6, that victim recovers and immediately stands up.
Yeah, on a 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each friendly model that spends the fight phase in contact with the paralysed model without doing anything else can attempt to revive them. Each model rolls a d6 and uses 6 as described above. Might can be used to modify this roll.
Yes. Which you tried to do in the bat rep, but
It didn't
was
work.
always the wrong way around.
It's a horrible, horrible spell.
And for a Barrow Wight of 50 points,
He's got 5 will. You get it off just once.
I was rewatching the Moira and Angmar week from GBHL,
Okay.
and I am definitely on the lines of Giblin when you say you chuck 2, 2, and then 1.
Yeah. I mean, 4+, 50-50 chance. If you got 2 dice.
In the bat rep I had, was it 2 Barrow Wights, so that's 6 chances, 3 of them paralysed.
Yeah, it's just
3 of them paralysed, that was it.
I resisted 1.
You resisted 1, and then the other 2 were on Stormcaller.
Yeah, I recovered 1, but then the rest of the game paralysed, and then he died.
Yeah.
So you can see there when
He died to 2 orcs. He died to 2 orcs.
Yeah, it's nothing really.
2 5s.
But yeah,
Job done.
it's the fact that a lot of, if you're going to target a model with low will, so
Or you target a model with lots of will.
it's either or, I'd say.
That's
you're
what
not
I
gonna-
thought against you. I was like, for a start, the Stormcaller is very aggressive.
Yes,
and
that's the main reason.
could really do a lot of damage. And if I manage to paralyse him, will he use that will to resist and therefore won't be able to cast spells later?
Yeah, so if you can get one of the 3 will models,
Yeah.
it becomes a choice where do you want to
Yeah.
resist and then lose will for your spells,
Yeah.
or try and recover afterwards.
It's a little bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
It's, you can get extra guys in to try and help, but the position in a lot of the
But then
time,
you're losing models.
losing combat models where you need to kill.
Yeah. So
It's
a bit
difficult.
It's a big way up.
It's so they've only got 1 spell, but it's a very powerful one.
What was your thought?
Right, here we go. So, war gear, heavy armour,
Yeah.
swim tests. They're ghosts.
They're ghosts that get bogged down by heavy armour. That's incredible. That's so cool.
Surely if they're ghosts, they can just decide that I'm going to slip out of this heavy armour and just fly over.
That's quite clever.
That's my thought.
That's quite clever. I would never have thought of that.
So if they roll a 1 or a 2
What's, yeah, 1 or a 2.
on a swim test.
Oh dear.
I literally just thought that when I saw the war gear there.
So we've spoken about their strengths. Their strength is also their courage and their defence.
Yeah, defense 7, you want that from your leader.
Yeah.
Everything needs 6s or higher a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Courage 6, in an army like this, is
Yeah,
very
so
useful.
useful.
Weaknesses,
Strength.
strength 2 for a start, 1
One
attack,
Yeah, 1 attack,
One
wound.
wound, no fate.
So 3's in all the right places. This has 1s and 0s in all the wrong places. 1 attack, 1 wound, no might, no fate.
So the plan is get him in, paralyse something, hide,
Yeah,
retreat into cover or something.
definitely
like
keep
that.
him behind your lines.
Because
Most definitely.
in our barrack he was the leader,
Yes.
and he managed to get tied down by 1 elf and die.
Yeah, that was my fault. I forgot which one was the leader, so I charged him in.
Other weaknesses, I think that's it really.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. For an Angmar list, they're pretty strong.
You're going to see at least 1 in most Angmar lists, I'd say.
Yeah, the majority.
For the points value,
There's kind of a little hierarchy. Shade's probably number 1.
Shades,
Then a
definitely
Wraith.
number 1.
A Shaman and a Barrow Wight would be next, I would have thought.
Yeah, depending on the army you're going for.
Yeah, depending on the fluff, etc.
Yeah.
So, where would you see him?
Angmar.
Angmar, most definitely. Dropped into Mordor lists?
Yeah, because you can still lead troops, they can just lead normal orc
just
warriors.
normal orcs.
So you could see
They're
like
exactly the same as
Morannons with Barrow White leading spearmen or something like that.
Yeah,
That'd be quite useful.
you'd see a similar setup to a Shade. Having that paralyze in is just beautiful.
Because no other,
Nothing
else has paralysed. So
Nothing else has it.
not many players may have come up against it, so they might be sort of
Possibly, yeah.
put off by the spell or not know how to deal with it.
Well, they're quite difficult to deal with
Yeah,
because you've got to try and get to them.
'cause even if you try and
And the majority of players will use all their will before you get close.
oh definitely, even if you would try and target them with a wizard trying to command, compel,
Yeah.
or something like that, they've still got the 5 will to try and resist that first one.
I wouldn't even bother.
Again, you can do that.
I wouldn't even bother. If you're gonna,
Especially
if
if
I'm
it's-
behind my lines and you're going to command me away, I'm going to move 3 inches away.
Well, it depends if they're going to command you into trouble.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing. You still got the 5 will if you need it.
Yeah,
to
but
resist.
then I try and bite the bullet and deal with the trouble, and then you've got paralyze left over.
Exactly, yeah.
Casting paralyze towards a wizard is excellent.
Yeah, especially
using up their will.
if it comes off as well.
Yeah.
Bonus, because
Yeah.
wizards tend to be out on their own behind
Yeah.
troops. They're not in support, so they're going to have the 1 dice to try and
Yeah.
revive themselves. We didn't do this for Radagast, but what would you give them out of 10?
Oh god, yeah. I'd say an 8. Especially in an Angmar army, an 8.
In a pure Angmar, 8. If it's
7 or 8.
7 as standard, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because they've got their
They're not
weaknesses.
massively OP.
They're definitely not. But they do get the job done.
Yeah, very much so.
And as a leader, it might be a bit of a dodgy thing to do.
Yeah.
Depending what other characters you've got.
But you only have him as a leader because it's Angmar and everyone else is rubbish.
Yeah. I mean, you could do the shade, but then people are going to try and target the shade because it's a number 1 priority for most people.
Yeah, it's got Courage 1 as well, so if you break,
Courage 1,
if
yeah.
you break, that's it.
So the Courage 6 is going to help massively.
Yeah.
That's it, I
Not
think.
much else, I think.
No, pretty straightforward profile. Not a lot to talk about, but very, very useful model.
Especially in Angmar army.
Exactly. So if you like the video, make sure you comment, like, share and subscribe.
Like our Facebook page.
And we'll be back soon.